ABC 12's Washington reporter Jacqueline Policastro is standing by live with the reaction tonight from Congresswoman Candace Miller and Congressman Dan Kildee. She joins us now from Washington. Jacqueline?
Good evening. There's always a lot of excitement surrounding President Obama's State of the Union address. We know that he's going to be talking about unemployment, and Michigan's unemployment rate is one of the highest in the nation. Congresswoman, tell me what you'd like to hear from the president about this.
Well, if the president is interested in extending the unemployment insurance, that would be the 13th time we've extended it, by the way, then I think what we have to do is pay for it. Because we're a compassionate society, we want to have the safety net, but we also have to have compassion for the next generation so that we are not piling mountains of more debt on their head that they have to pay for.
Congressman?
Well, obviously, I believe we ought to extend unemployment compensation for those who are struggling and looking for work. How we pay for it should be the subject of the legislative process, and I'm certainly willing to engage that. The real question is how are we going to grow jobs in the future? That's going to require investment in infrastructure and the skills of our workforce in our cities.
Well, let's get behind the scenes. Tell me about the guests that you're planning to bring this evening with you to the State of the Union.
Well, I have Sergeant Cameron Corder, who is a Army sergeant who was injured in Afghanistan and is recovering at Walter Reed. He's got a 5-hour pass. He's going to come over and join us for the State of the Union, doing honor to our veterans.
Excellent. And Congresswoman, who do you plan to bring tonight?
And first of all, let me say that's a great guest. I had a wounded warrior at the last State of the State. This year I have a state senator, Phil Pavlov, from my district, who's the chairman of the Michigan State Senate Education Committee. I think the president's going to be talking about early childhood development and those kinds of some educational issues, and so I thought Senator Pavlov would be a good one tonight.
And I have to ask you, the president's made it very clear that he's willing to sidestep Congress in order to get things done this year. Do you think that's necessary given the atmosphere up here on Capitol Hill?
I think it's really an unfortunate thing, because what I would like to hear from the president tonight is him really building on some of the bipartisan successes that we've had. We've passed a defense bill. We're going to vote on a farm bill tomorrow. The budget has passed. And instead of that, he's saying, I'm going to use my pen and my phone. That's all I need. I don't need the people's representatives. I can do it on my own. Well, we don't have a king in America. We have a president, and so he can't rule by fiat. He may have a pen, but we have the Constitution.
Congressman, what do you think about this?
Well, obviously we don't agree on everything. The president will use the executive authority that's granted to him. President Bush certainly did. But I think the president's frustration is the frustration of the American people. Congress needs to act. We have had some moments of bipartisanship recently. Hopefully again tomorrow on the farm bill. Maybe that will set the course for the future, and we can have a partnership with the president.
Thank you both so much for joining us tonight. Again, President Obama's 5th State of the Union address starts at 9 o'clock tonight, and we'll have more live local reaction after his speech. Back to you.